Hey, good evening. This is Jupiter Exile, and we are switching gears to Bloodborne. Make sure I clear the chat out from the previous stream. Hey, so we were playing a decent bit of Oxygen Not Included. Been up to that for like the last 4 hours or so, and I want to spend the rest of the time I have for the night, 2 to 3 hours, working on the Orphan of Kos. All right. Just need to reposition. Now, one thing I have done a little research on this, and I noted that the anti-clockwise metamorphosis 2 is recommended for this. It's going to give me better opening windows, and it's something I've left behind, and I need to see if I'm able to get it. So we need to go to the lecture building and try and make our way over to meet Patches the Spider. I do have a little more coffee, and I'm going to top myself off. So I'm not planning to be online tomorrow for Thursday, for the Eve of the Eve, going out to a party. Yay. But I don't have any plans for Christmas Eve, so I might be spending that online with whomever is willing to join, and I appreciate if you do. Just gotta run past a bunch of guys. Apparently the thing I missed is over here, past this guy, and down the stairs.
No, you didn't. This... You think you love me?
Of course I think ill of you.
To hear it. You've made yourself. I shared with you a thing most simple. It's plain as a pikestaff now. Well, you weren't to know, and it wasn't. No matter, such details. Let this in.
There we go. There's the anti-clockwise metamorphosis room. Level 2.
What is friendship?
Yeah, so Patches of Dark Souls fame in Bloodborne is a spider.
But I feel a profound on the good grace. This is my God is lost. If the fates are kind, soon. I think upon that.
He has a lot of dialogue.
I think not.
Okay, he's done. So Patches here gives me that like one-off item, and I'm just going to use Bold Hunter's Mark to get out of here afterwards. It is also possible now that I have spoken with him. Apparently, he can show up as a vendor in certain Chalice dungeons now, which is very important for something that's easily missable, but that's kind of standard Dark Souls fare. I mean, Dark Souls does not... Dark Souls quests are not kind, and they really don't care if you miss possibly very important things. But anyways, we're going to get that rune equipped to give us 15% more stamina. So Great Lake, clockwise, anti-clockwise. Okay, so what we need to check on... Yep, that extra 5% stamina difference allows us to make a third charged attack in a row, which will be pretty cool if I can figure out how to backstab this boss properly, because apparently in the second phase, if you can backstab him, he will allow you to backstab him 3 times, unlike everybody else, where you backstab them, you get the payoff. So let's figure this out. Like I said as I was starting up, I did look at some guidance online about how to fight this guy, and all said and done, like, it looks tricky, but it also looks kind of more straightforward than the latter phases of what's it called? Of the Lady Maria. So one thing of note, we do want to kind of fight him out over this way. Bit of a mistake. So we do want to fight him out in the water, and there's a ton of like movable space out here actually. We can wait until later in the fight to go out here. So we're going to give him kind of a lot of space. We can lock on through phase 1. So I need to get the early management better. I think what I'm going to do on this is I'm going to fight him in his regular area for phase 1 until I get that down. I'm not going to worry about moving until he starts the second phase. And then the second phase I need to get a lot of space. Stretch. I've been in like the same position, just thinking about optimizing a 2D little mining base for a while. So, yeah. Stretch. It's kind of funny how spaced out is both like about space and it's about, you know, space becomes a more real concern because your initial base is that much smaller to make up for the fact that you're going to have several bases. Okay. Yeah, so we're not yet at the point of like buffing for this fight because I don't understand the fight well enough to do that yet. Oh. I am a little out of it right now. So that's his double swing around. And that's his kind of howl for that. Okay, so for that move, I actually want to circle the other direction. Plenty of time to do something with that. Just dodge on that one, dodge there. Okay. Oh, that's his light double swing. Plenty of time to heal. It's using a lot of vials on that end. Okay, he got me there. So I am dodging too much, I think, on his leap. I need to pick that out a bit more and like walk or run about it. I might need to be in a better position in general for that part. I also need to be better about picking out his double whirling thing. That's a pretty big opening. Let's see. His swing is used very often, like the low to the ground kind of baseball bat swing, and I need to have a better concept about that. Now, one thing I noticed is that I feel like I'm not dying on some of his attacks that were killing me before, and I don't know why. If Insight is giving me defensive stats, I swear I'm going to scream, because, like, everything online basically said, eat your Insight. So if I assume he's doing physical, I've got 259 physical defense, 267 blunt, 259, 267. If I use this Madman's Knowledge, those don't change. Yeah. So I have no idea why it feels like he isn't killing me the way he was before. I assume I'm just getting hit by different attacks, and I'm not keeping track of it super well. Might have to take off this sweater in a bit. That's not close enough. Yeah, that was too slow. That's the way I'm supposed to do that. So my punish with the backstab was too slow to get him there, and as a result, he started doing all sorts of stuff. Which is no good. No good. I'm wondering if I should be trying to do more of this unlocked. I think it's just that I need to be more decisive about going into charge attacks. And I need to get that backstab off, because if I miss a backstab, it's going to be really dangerous. Now, I can try and compensate for certain mistakes and certain dangers by going for a gun counter, because he's also vulnerable to gun counters. In that situation where I make a mistake, I'm probably going to be really close in. The shotgun might be a better bet, so I'll have to think about that. There's a lot of ways we could adjust at this point, but I'm still, like, basically figuring out certain punishes that will need to become rote. Yeah, so that's punishable. I could have dodged in on that and gotten a good punish off. Okay, so we can just kind of casually walk forward on that. Okay, so I needed to dodge another component of that, but if I dodged the drag on the floor, I could have gotten the backstab in when he did the overhand, because he was committed to the overhead there. Yeah, I need to figure out more and more tricks. Let me take a moment. I feel twisted up like one of my arms wants to go to sleep. Too constrained. You know what? My hands are cold because I've spent a long time, like, poised out for strategic stuff. So I think if I go for a charge right away, I might be able to get it there. I'm not sure, though. Yeah, that's the way to do that. And then I back up immediately afterwards and let him figure out the next move. Whiffed. That I'm just going to back away from. Okay, didn't quite get that. I think I need to dodge the ground slam and then keep, like, pivoting in some way. Okay, what are his... I'm trying to figure out if he has obligations after the ground slam, and it doesn't seem so. He seems pretty adaptable afterwards. So I can get in a regular charge attack in that case. Ouch. Okay, I was a little too close to that. Okay, I wanted to get Visceral there. Okay, so I have to dodge that projectile every time. Learning various things all at the same time. Yeah. So I have to be more proactively dodging stuff because I'm not going to be able to strafe some of these things while I'm locked on. Like the floor pulse. I thought I might be able to just walk out of the floor pulse. Can't do that. Gotta be dodging. Gotta be dodging. So I think his like floor drag swing is still the move that I'm trying to kind of figure out. I wonder if I pivot away from, like, because if I strafe right on the attack, I think he still hits me, because I think he'll just correct it. Maybe that's not correct. Like, if I just walk right as he does it, will he just swing into air and miss? I need to figure that out. So that's a test. Yeah, we're not going to hang out for that attack. We don't want to hang out for most of his repertoire. Yeah, that one we go in for. Now move out on that, and it whiffs. Okay, I didn't move out on that one, I moved right, and that was a mistake. Also, I missed my backstab on an easy backstab, so don't miss easy backstabs is the lesson there. Yeah, don't miss easy backstabs. Move away from him between his things. Focus on punishing his approaches. That seems to be the most reliable way of getting further on this boss. Because he's actually, like, plenty open. His openings are way bigger than Maria. He's just really dangerous. So it's all part and parcel with him swinging around a bigger weapon. He's got this weird placenta club yo-yo thing. I mean, it's a placenta. It's a yo-yo because he's pulling it back with an umbilical cord. It's pretty gross. Okay, so it's a yes and no on that, because if we just strafe right, we will be hit by it on the, like, recoil swing. Easy backstab. It is nutty that he also has a feint version of that attack. Just pretty wild when you get down to it. Okay, so I have not gotten a successful backstab off of that particular attack yet. I'm thinking what I need to do is prompt him in some way after that attack before his follow-up. But it doesn't seem as though I get anything guaranteed there. And if he likes to do that move, I want to have a guaranteed setup off of it. So I'm wondering if he does that move, and I dodge it, but I, like, pivot back in front of him after, will he have a specific follow-up? Because he's basically got two approach attacks, and one attack that I move in on to punish. Because he does the big scream for, like, the double whirlwind, and I move in to punish that. Or if he does the approach, he's got basically two attacks he likes to do on approach, or he does the ranged thing. Not quite, alright. I moved away too much to punish that. That was the one I was supposed to move in on. Yep, just 2 dodges for that one. For the other ranged attack, it's just 1 timed dodge. It's not a problem. Tons of time to figure it out. Seems like almost any forward walking gets you out of that attack for free. Can't get anything to land there. What's next? Gonna jump at me? Oop. Ah, shoot. I got clipped by some stuff because I got kind of bodied into the corner. And because I didn't dodge actively enough on some of those follow-ups. The second to last hit that got me, I absolutely thought I was out of range. The hit after that, the terrain messed with me. But I should probably make the general assumption, if the boss throws out a move, it's able to hit me. And I need to be wary of that. So apparently not only is this boss not a kin, his fire resistance is lower than his lightning resist. Just that fire paper would be the better thing for me to use. Oh, whoops. Didn't quite land that, I guess. Ah, okay. I was trying to go for a gun counter at the very end there. Did not work out for me. I think I am going to try the shotgun. I have a bit more faith that if I need to do an emergency gun counter, the shotgun might work for me. Like, I can't tell looking at the replay if the pistol actually hit him or if it went over his head, which is kind of a pistol problem. So we're just going to change that for the blunderbuss. I mean, theoretically, that would also be a case for the Fist of Gratia. Just uppercut the boss. Uppercut the Eldritch Horror right out of existence. Honestly, though, it's kind of super lame that immediately before fighting this guy, you run into a suite of guys who are all too eager to drop nothing but lightning gear, and then he's resistant to lightning. Come on. He's resistant to lightning, and I guess the final boss of the game is probably a kin who's vulnerable to lightning. Immune presence. Okay. I'm walking too far up, I guess. Right. That's always going to cause that problem. That was too early of a dodge. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I did the typical screw up on the sliding attack of dodging to the right. You always got to dodge that on the left. I think I'm going to try dodging that to the left and then hanging out behind him to see what he does. So next time he does that attack, I'm just going to try to troll him a bit and see how he responds to it. I'm definitely just chilly, like a bit. But it's like, not in, like my extremities are cold. I've just got cold hands right now. A little jittery. Really go for a hot chocolate. Ah, okay, I didn't get far back enough. Because I was planted when he started that attack. So I needed to do a timed dodge in that case. Yeah, so if he does the leap and I dodge it, I'm always going to be in the wrong place to get the punish. So I absolutely need to walk the leap. It looks like it's gonna hit me, but I think it's just never gonna. I'm not sure how the leap decides its trajectory, but I think it probably just checks my position the moment he leaves the ground. Or something like that. Yeah, I think that's probably the assumption for me to go with. Alright, what you want to do? How you want to start? That way, got it. Oh, I didn't get the backstab there. Yeah, this is damaging him really effectively. Oh, whoops, I didn't get my dodge in time. Blip. Don't screw up. But yeah, those few exchanges were pretty damaging. I definitely need to get that to work out longer, but if I do want to go gung-ho, I've got enough supplies to go gung-ho for about 15 attempts. I want to be able to get him into Phase 2 before I try doing that. And I need a little bit of practice in Phase 2. I think if it's at the point where I'm getting about 3 backstabs in Phase 2, then it becomes worthwhile to try a gung-ho attempt. But I need to be getting that with a little bit of regularity. But when you're all roided up, the extra damage you get on phase transitions and that kind of stuff can very suddenly push you into winning territory. That's kind of the oddities of Bloodborne. Yeah, not quite enough to get that not quite enough time to get that backstab off. It felt like I might. So what was that attack of his? Yeah, that was just a single yo-yo drag across the floor. And it was not really telegraphed by anything. He just moved up on me and did it. Yeah, so he's not obligated to use one of his, like, 2 gap closers if he's moving up. Now, the other thing he moved up and did was the, like, long and slow slam. And for that one, I'm absolutely just supposed to strafe it and then charge him in the back. And that's definitely a solid backstab option. There, I think I was maybe close to a backstab. I'm not sure exactly why I didn't get it. Some of these I think are like backstabs I'm not getting because I'm locked on. And you need like a more specific trajectory than what I'm getting. What's next? What you want to do? Basic double drag. Double dragon. Ouch. That's right. Okay, so for the slow drag, he's got a 3 attack set. Okay. I needed to hit that backstab earlier, and I needed to dodge through that drag he was doing afterwards as the follow-up. I think if I dodged through that and I stayed behind him, he probably would have done the full 3 combo. I think that one's committal. And then I would get another backstab option. There's like weirdly more backstab setups on this guy than there are on Maria, but there are like fewer, what's it called? His attack patterns are bigger and wider. He's just like overall, for this phase, a much, much slower boss. Just like more dangerous. Let's see. Oh, that's different. That was too early. I can't dodge before the weapon leaves his hands on that. It was good for me to go in there, though, so, like, I knew what he was doing and what to do about it. Just jittery. I wonder, can I just get, like, a little more warmth in my dang hands? There. No, I didn't send the elevator up. Jacket on, I'm too hot, but... I should have taken the time between streams to make myself some hot cocoa. Would be a pro move. Alright. In a nice mood. It is so weird how that is like knocking me back off of him. Okay, that timing was a little better until the camera betrayed me. It like knocked my character's direction back around. And there were like 2 problems there. It's the camera pivoted me around in a weird way, but also, what's it called? I also bumped into his character model, which prevented me from getting, like, behind him to where I wanted to be. I think I'm gonna have to do more of this unlocked, at least for now. I'm probably gonna need to have a very strong sense of, like, when to lock and unlock on this boss. It's got them jerky movements. Which is kind of like a big barrier on fighting Lady Maria as well. Because you really don't want to do the entirety of that fight locked on. Ah, shoot. Yeah, I was, it took me too long to get in on that other attack, and I missed the backstab attempt. And a missed backstab puts me in a pretty dangerous circumstance. Need to be getting those. I want to be able to get him... Oh, that's the wrong way to run. I want to be able to get him at least to phase 2 by the end of the night. That would be awesome. If I only get him to phase 2 once, I'll accept it. Yeah, don't miss backstabs. The spacing on, like, walking through the leap attack is still super weird. to me. I feel like his leap is going to hit me, but it's just like a weirdly shallow, long jump when he does it. I think I'm not gonna like, I need to disrespect the leap to some extent, and I'm not going to disrespect it properly until it has killed me at least once. Because I haven't been killed by the leap yet. I need to stop assuming that it's going to hit me. But it really looks like it's gonna hit me. What you got, buddy? How would you like to do this? I don't want to have that clip to my back. That was a spicy backstab. That is utterly unscripted. So that one was really on target. So if I'm really close to him when he uses it, he does a very short jump. Basically, if I'm in motion when he leaps, I don't need to move much further. If I'm standing still when he leaps, I have to move a good bit. If I'm standing still when he leaps is probably when I should dodge. Do the big jump rope attack. You can do a leaping attack. You just want to drag your stuff around? What you in the mood for, buddy? You want to do some ranged stuff? You haven't done that yet. No. Yeah, there is a max range on his floor slam thing, which is why I plan on him doing a ranged attack, and that's how I'll work out my timings when he does it from that range. I didn't need to dodge there. Yeah, from close range, if he goes for the pluck, it's usually a feint. I think what I found is, if I'm behind him when he does the pluck, it's a feint. Ah, but he can feint into an actual attack with minimal delay. Okay. Ah, he can chain the leap into the dash. That's why it's dangerous. Okay, okay. So if I ever move backwards on the leap accidentally, I have to be really aware, because he's about to do something pretty nasty. Or at least he can do something pretty nasty. I'm very nervous going into the water that I'm going to walk off into nothingness. But there's actually like a ton of space in the water. I wonder if the water's edge is actually walkable, or if it has an invisible wall like the fight with Manas. I really hope it just has an invisible wall, because so many of the arenas in Bloodborne have been really obnoxious. I'm really missing an arena that's just very friendly. Let me actually test that, because I don't think he'll catch up to me if I just run straight. Where's the edge of this thing? Yeah, whatever you want. I just want to find out how far this goes. Ah, it's got an invisible wall. Awesome. the only time I've ever cheered an invisible wall. Okay, that one, I started walking forward too late. Let me watch what I did. How late did I recognize the attack? Okay, yeah, I was still taking like 3 or 4 steps back when he was in the air. Like 1 or 2 steps back maybe. But I was moving backwards when he leaped. Leapt? When he leapt. When he jumped. I was moving backwards when he jumped. So in that case, I need to dodge through the attack. But in that case, if I dodge through the attack, I should be in the right position to land the R2. Because what it comes down to on the attack is, if I'm not in position for the R2 when he lands, I'm not going to be able to get the R2. And I could go for an R1. I could go for like R1 L1, but it's going to be dangerous. Like, he'll be ready to do something. Generally speaking. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have time to R1 L1 after that. If I have to reposition, I've got an R1 tops, and then I need to back out again. And honestly, a single R1's not even worth it in this boss. Because it's like 182 damage versus the proper punish of like 1200. So you'd have to hit 10 bad attacks, almost, to make up for 1 good punish. Just punish better. That's going to go doubly for the second phase, because the second phase punishes are even bigger. Come at me, bro. What you got? Let's duel. That didn't hit him. Well, it didn't stun him, rather. It certainly got the hit, just wasn't a critical. Read my inputs. I dodged too early for that one. That is like a cool attack that he does, to be honest, that like leaping back sideswipe thing. I honestly just really like the attack. And when you get baited by it, you feel super baited too. But it's very dodgeable, it's pretty fair. It seems to hit more or less, where it is. It doesn't have like it doesn't have like 2 slightly different animations or anything like that. I really think that the key to this boss is going to be about mostly just keeping my distance and making sure that my backstabs are accurate. Accurately backstabbing the guy. Yeah, 1300 damage. Big. Oh, I had that dodge wrong? What did I screw up? I guess I wasn't far forward enough? What did I do? So I definitely hesitated. Okay. There was that hitbox, I guess, lasts for a pretty long time. So if I hesitate that long, I need to back off instead of going in. Basically, I cannot react to him moving to make the attack. I need to react to the like the audio and the posture. If he's already moving his arm, I need to leave. Oh, let's send the elevator back up. I wavered. I need a name for the attack. Okay, that's the jump rope attack from now on. So I just need to call out jump rope when he starts to do it. Oh wow, I got through it. I thought I had screwed up and he had me, but I realized the last time that got me that I needed to rotate to his left. Right. Jump rope. Oh, okay. So that can kill me on the burst if it hits the ground. Oh, that's nasty. That's nasty. And it was lethal. Shoot. So my dodge wasn't even bad on that. I could start unlocking every time he goes for the like pustule grab thing. If I need to do a full dodge to get away from that. I have a lot of time to figure out what to do about that. That's just the first time that one of those things has actually like popped on me. And I know that part of it is because it hit the slope that was behind me. Man, that hits hard. I'm guessing that's probably blood type damage if I wanted to try and optimize around it. Yeah, we don't need to go far out on the startup. I wanted to rally up a bit, and I got to. Blood echoes, I guess, theoretically. Okay, it didn't kill me that time. That's good. And I didn't unlock either. So it just has to be a really clean dodge, I guess. Oh, he can end that with the burst. Glad I didn't get knocked up by the burst. I didn't know he could end his combo with that. Now, theoretically, there's a backstab timing during that Fury combo. Yeah, I didn't have the positioning correct for the backstab. I think if I go in at the right timing on those, he will, like, do a third attack that I can punish. Oh, that's jump rope, but I'm too late. I failed to recognize that as being jump rope. Okay, yeah, he, like, surges past me. I think it's like a triangle-shaped dive. Whoops. We living. Right. Don't dodge that in that direction. It's like a little game. How many times am I going to make that mistake? What you in the mood for? I am baffled that that hit me at some point in time with the burst. This just doesn't seem to be happening the rest of the time. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3. I can probably counter on the 2 or the 3. I just needed to have the timing a bit better. That's jump rope, but I missed the time. You know, just hanging out with him's a good time. That's jump rope, but I missed it. Also, I think I shot his placenta. It's apparently a thing. I'm not supposed to dodge backwards on that one, so I'm just glad my timing was right. So if he does that wind up with no audio startup, then he's going to do a 2-hitter. Okay. Get out on that. Thank you. Good hit. Is that the midway? No. Okay. Yeah, he's definitively a 50% guy. I think I need to know when that transition is going to happen to get the right punish on it, though. Okay, so I did miss 2 opportunities on the jump rope attack. I need to be getting those, because this fight's going to last forever if I don't have that down pat. There are some other opportunities that I'm not taking advantage of. Like, what's it called? His screamless yo-yo swing. I'm pretty confident there's a backstab opportunity there, but I need to, like, commit and dodge through the attack. It's a little challenging. It's a bit spooky. It might be something that I can kind of strafe pivot, but I think it's a very delicate strafe. How would you like to begin? Cool. Just don't worry about the leap. The leap's gonna miss. Well, that was handy that I didn't get killed when I was taking that little gamble. That's the screamless 1-2. Leap. Okay. Definitely don't trade shots with Orphan of Cost twice in a row. That's not going to turn out so good. Yeah, it's because I wasn't moving correctly in time with his leap. I did not read it. Just advertisements. I'm like, what's pinging my phone? It's like, oh, it's just more requests to buy things. Like, it's just, you should buy this. You'd really spend your money right about now. Cheese and Pete's. Our consumerist society is so exhausting, man. It's like constant advertisements all the time, and money doesn't go as far as it used to. It's completely ridiculous. I didn't get the backstab, so I die. Rather, I didn't get the backstab, and I didn't get out correctly after. So the bummer on that is I was too far to the right to get the backstab properly because of the way the the charge attack hits. Like, if I was further to my left, I could have gotten it. So I'm actually, like, moving in too far to some extent, which I think is just a bit of nervousness about the attacks. Like, I don't need to strafe it that much before I start charging. But those big slams make me nervous, man. I played Dark Souls 2. I moved too far forward. So that one, if I'm close to him, I can just strafe it. That was weird. Yeah, it's On that one, I need to counter the 2 because I'm not going to get past the 2 and the 3 swipe. I'm not supposed to be that close to that attack anyway, but if I happen to be there, I probably need to pull out the gun. Boss does a lot of stuff. Makes me wonder if his phase 2 is going to have more stuff or just different stuff. I mean, I've watched his phase 2 play out, but it's a bit different experiencing it for yourself, trying to adapt. You barely need to move to make that thing miss you. It's so weird. It's a total bluff of an attack. That's jump rope. Yeah, I need to be lined up with his left leg, basically. Jump rope. Very late read on jump rope for me, so I'm only going to take a single attack. I think when he moves in for that, I can technically just, like, strafe it. I'm barely alive. I made a horrible decision about when to heal, but it worked out. That's jump rope, but I missed it. I think I need to be a little closer. That is punishable. Did the feint. Jump rope. Ouch. I did the wrong choice for that, but I dodged well. So I'm supposed to wrap around him for that, not move backwards. Jump rope. I think one more hit puts him into phase 2. We better not get killed by that then. Would you like to do like a leap maybe? He's doing that move that I haven't taken the time to figure out. That's a jump rope, but I'm not in the right position. Jump rope. Did you do a leap or something? I need to practice the leap more. That's a jump rope again, but I didn't figure it out fast enough. He hit me head on with that. Okay, he didn't do the follow-up. Ah, okay, that one got me. What was my dodge direction and why was it wrong on that second thing? Is it because, I think it's because I wasn't moving. It's because I was in the middle of a heal. My movement was slow to start up, so I wasn't pivoting when he was performing the attack. So I need to be moving left and right while he's charging up. I need to be moving left or right when he's plucking. Otherwise, I will not be moving fast enough to avoid the splash. I think the other option is I might be able to dodge forward through it, or it's possible that I may be able to unlock and dodge it. But if I'm locked onto him, I need to be in a strafe when he does that attack. I think. Although the fact that it hit me directly and didn't kill means it probably does less damage on direct hit than it does in the splash. very Bloodborne type of attack. Okay. Jump rope. I shouldn't be taking those if I like my health vials. That's what I gotta be doing. That's jump rope, but I was slow to figure it out. Yeah, moving in for that pluck is not the worst idea, I think. Okay, yeah, so for that, I want to dodge through and then continue pivoting around his right. I should be able to strafe the follow-up and hit him. If I started that pivot earlier, I would have gotten the backstab out of it. Okay, that's the one I want to dodge through. Jump rope. Speaking of dodge through. And then you just walk away. Whew! Spicy. Jump rope. Oh no, double. Yeah, whether it's the double or the slam, I'm fine either way. That one I was fine for. I think it's because I was moving away, so I had more time. I don't know. No, it's just on timing, isn't it? Oh, he got me. I tried to dodge there, but I couldn't get it out in time. Yeah, that hit me in a really weird place. Like, I have no idea where that hitbox was and how it connected to me. Like, I was not around for that. That was some other guy taking that hit. He hit my ghost. He's got mostly pretty clean hitboxing. I think what's nice about it is that his attacks don't seem to be, like, weirdly persistent. Like, if you were dodging when his attack goes out, you're probably fine. Another thing I'm learning only now is that apparently I can totally stop my momentum in the middle of one of these quick steps by, like, reversing the direction. So that's something. That's a jump rope. Yeah, line up with his leg, works every time. Whoops. I dodged too late there. That's on me. And then I dodged too far. That is also a mistake. I rotated that way because I had the rocks behind me. And, like, being up against the wall like that causes some bad reactions. Also because most of his attacks want me to rotate that way. That attack, you do the other way. Most of his attacks start from, like, most of the time he's backhanding you. That's one of the few, that's a forehand slap, so you're supposed to go the other way. Just like a lot of other fights, you're supposed to dodge against the weapon to sync up the avoidance. That was something that was nice about Fallen Order. Like, Fallen Order plays like Sekiro. It's about parry timing. You don't have to worry about dodging so much. I mean, it was definitely like clunky Sekiro, but whatever. Okay, I'm glad that worked out. It was pretty random for me. That's a jump roper, but I'm going to use it to heal. Whew, barely out of that. That was bad. Nice. He was about to say, like, hold up, let me finish. Oh, he got stuck on a tree. Alright, I was able to recognize that as the jump roper, and I wasn't too far away to do something about it. Nice. And this is basically what I want to do, is work him out to the water during the fight, make him do most of the approaching. Ah. Oh man, that was tragic. Yeah, can't screw up twice in a row. I'm lucky if I can screw up once and survive it. Man, I've gotten so close to phase 2 on like some of these earlier bits. But right now I'm still very dependent on his behavior. I need to figure out just like 1 or 2 more opening opportunities. It would be great if I could figure out how to punish his Screamless combo, and how to punish his Screamless combo, and how to parry something he's doing. Just like parry anything. I'll be a happy camper. Because even if I get like basically no damage out of a visceral, like a visceral is like 300-400 damage, whereas a proper backstab goes into 1200. Sorry, 1320. Yeah, I was coming from the heal. I did not have enough momentum to deal with the jump rope unless I unlocked. If I unlocked, I could have made it to the right position. I also think his jump rope probably doesn't hit close to him on his right-hand side, because I got stuck there at one point and it didn't kill me. So it might be that I don't need to cross over in front of him in that kind of situation where I'm a little out of position. I'm going to have to try that. Yeah, I definitely need to do a bit more trial and error to figure out not just the absolute ideals of where to be, but where else I can be in subpar circumstances. Because subpar circumstances are going to happen. This guy's pretty active. He gets around. What can I say? How would you like to start today? Leap, I see. Bold choice. There's 2 backstabs. There's 3. There's 4 backstabs. He's probably going to start plucking and throwing stuff at me soon. keep on moving. Woo! That was spicy. There we go. Keep getting hit by that. That's a fine healing opportunity. That's a jump rope, but I messed up. I can go much further out into the water. I don't need to force myself to, like, pivot to land. I'm winding up on the rocks and doing weird stuff. Oh, that was the jump rope. Shoot, I had all the time in the world. I could have hung out, made a campfire, roasted marshmallows. Okay, that's the Screamless combo. Screamless combo is still, like, decently slow to start. That is a heartbreaking miss on the backstab. Oh, man. I have no idea how that backstab on his leap failed to land. That is some weird stuff. I can only imagine that his back is, like, weirdly focused on his left hip. Like his entire character model is askew. Because, I mean, that seems to be where I'm hitting that's crediting me the backstab. I got robbed, that one. Well, I guess it's gonna happen. There are a lot of weird variables in this game. Every enemy is a full-blown, like, weirdly shaped 3D model. And your attack is another 3D pattern. Right, I can't just casually walk through that. Noted. Yeah, okay. I really thought I had the backstab on that hit on his back. You know, the one that... dang it. I guess if he's not in attack cooldown, he, like, turns his back away from me or something? I don't know. It did seem like he was maybe starting to turn. How are we going to start the fight? With me walking into that same attack again, like I've done several times. And again. I wonder if I'm going to learn at any particular point in time to not dodge right on that uppercut slam. Let's figure that out at some point. Would be for the best. I would have to guess that his back is defined by the position of his hips. Like, what on this model is consistent during his attack animations? I'd have to get into their studio and take a look, see, like, what actually counts as the back on any given character model, and it's going to be this weird freaking shape that, like, doesn't include the shoulders or something. Let's see. Definitely warmed up a bit from when I started, so that's nice. Yeah, so I can just dodge that attack and get a backstab. There's 2. Problem is, it teaches me a lame habit. There's 3. You want to leap at me now, maybe? There's 4. Whew. A little dramatic there, aren't you? I dodged, so no punish. I should try to shoot that, probably. Oh, he got me with that. I was walking backwards. I did need to dodge it. How is my timing on the back walk there versus his leap? Yeah, if he has left the ground and I am stepping backwards, that's when I need to dodge the attack. Okay, so I do get a backstab off if I avoid his screamless backhand. Which makes me feel a bit bolder in terms of, like, fighting him toe-to-toe. But I do absolutely need to be hitting those backstabs in order to get out safe after. Because I'm very reliant on that stagger. It might be easier to walk under the leap if I'm not locked on. Maybe a lot easier. What you gonna do about that, huh? Nice, I still got it. I just have to be very fast after committing to the forward dodge. What's next? Okay. Next move. Jump rope, but I didn't deal with it correctly. And I had a lot of time to do something about it. I might have been able to move in on him there. Got it. I think that's the phase change. It was not the phase change. Okay, I'm definitely short of the phase change. Humor me and go to phase 2? How about now? No? This phase 2 is actually really late in his health bar. How about now? Okay, that burst has a knockback, but it doesn't do damage. hasn't hit me yet. He's got new music. Big burst. Ack. Ah, he jumped right into me. Okay, I'm thinking that I might be able to dodge through or and get behind. I'm not certain if his delay on it is a guarantee, though. Yeah, so his phase 2 is a lot more mobile, a lot faster. I missed the punish on him going into phase 2. I think his transition is definitely under 50 or at 40% or so. Let's see. So, the attack that I have seen how to punish, he didn't use a single time while he was in the phase 2. So I need to figure out how to punish more stuff in phase 2 for sure. Because I have no guarantee of what he's actually going to be spending most of his time doing. I did have him in the right place. I also haven't seen the telegraph for the lightning attack, which is important. I waited too late to do that. That's good. 1. I could have punished that. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. There's 6. There's 7. He looks definitively into next phase. That's his big lightning thing. Okay, that's very noticeable. So I think I'm not really worried about missing that telegraph then, because like there was no mistaking what that was. That's the lightning thing again. So how does he behave after the lightning thing? Okay, he does whatever he wants. What's next for you, buddy? Oh, that was a hitbox? That didn't look like a hitbox at all. Okay. Man, it'd be frustrating if I was really close to beating him and he got me with that. So, given that 6 is taking him down to about that, I think I'm taking about, like, probably a little less than 10% of his health per punish. So I should assume that I need to punish him about 4 times in his second phase. Unless he, like, gains defenses, which is super weird. I also think the punishes are a little harder in his second phase. Because you can get a backstab, 2 charges, and a visceral. So that should be about 1900 damage. So it might be as few as 3 backstabs in his end phase. Whoops. Yeah, once I took that hit, given that I'm under 20 blood vials, I decided to just experiment for a bit. Finding a counter window would make me pretty happy. There was a posted collection of GIFs of all of the available Phase 2 punishes that lead to backstabs. I might need to go into that a bit more. Some of them looked really hella risky. Like, you can punish it if you, like, things where it's like you could punish it if you cold red the attack, but there's, like, 3 things he could have done that would kill you instead. Which is tricky. But if you only need to win, like, 3 guessing games to finish the boss, that's pretty hype. There's one. Okay. Right, don't do that dodge. So if I was wrapping on his right, that attack would whiff, and I could do whatever. But if I'm out on that side, I need to dodge it properly. Okay, so I need to get a good bit of work done tomorrow. And then afterwards, I'm going to a party. And I hope that is fun. And I have no idea if it will be. I also gotta order myself some tires. I should probably take care of that tomorrow. I apparently ran over a screw, and so one of my tires is super jacked. So I'm gonna be doing my holiday travel on a spare. And thankfully I'm not going super far, because I really don't want to, like, be actually driving on a spare. I didn't strafe enough. We dodged twice on that one. Oh, that's his, that was actually his, yo-yo. I'm just not used to being that close to him when he starts it, so I don't know what to do in that case. So, let me think about that. What I should have done is probably just stay near his back the whole time. He might have a hitbox there, though, on, like, the very startup. Hard to call. I should probably move a little bit away from him, but stay behind him in that case. Yeah, I wanna mess with being closer to him to see if I get more opportunities. And also so that I can, like, be more accustomed to his attacks faster. It seems like his attacks have faster startup in the second phase, which is a little tricky. I would love to be able to drill his timings from the first phase, but I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. These 2-phase bosses. Yeah. That's a punish window. Yeah, can't strafe that. Right. I have tried to strafe that several times before. I think I have successfully strafed that at least once, but I don't know how precise that was. It was probably really precise when I successfully strafed it before. And I just, said, "Oh, hey, that's strafable," and then I learned a bad habit. Yeah, I'm trying to get more practice prompting and punishing his slow overhead slam and his screamless combo. Since both of those are, uh, nice punishes, totally viable. And I need to make sure I'm getting to phase 2 really consistently, so I need to build a really good repertoire on phase 1. Huh. That extra slam you did was interesting. Yeah, I actually have all the time in the world to get over jump rope. I didn't quite get the backstab, which was my bad, but... Actually, why didn't I... Oh, I didn't get the backstab because he started a new attack, and it moved his back out of the way. So I was too slow to get it. I need to start the backstab while he's still doing the slam. Well, earlier. Earlier while he's still doing the slam. That is a real creepy moon there. It does look like the Blood-Drunk Hunter's Eye, if I remember right. Kind of had that crushed look. Oh, yeah, it is strafable. There was me strafing. It didn't help. Okay, so it's not that you strafe it by, like, wrapping around him to the side. I walked past him, and that strafed the attack. That being said, I still took the end of the curve there. So the proper answer is still dodge left. And it's basically mixing up that attack with the ground drag versus the backhand. Because the backhand, I definitely want to dodge right to go through it. And that attack, I want to dodge left to go through it. It's just very simple, very simple. They do look very different, and they both have like a decent bit of startup. I just kind of need to, pay attention. I've got the problem right now that I'm kind of satisfied because I made it to phase 2. Right on his butt. That's where his back is. Right between them cheeks. Just gotta get on between them and clap it. Oh my god, that's absolutely where to aim. Oh, that's too late. Let it go. I'll take the heals. Yeah. I needed to back off after I didn't get the stun. It's so close sometimes. When he staggered too, I thought I had it. But I didn't get the audio on it, so I should have known. But most of these fights, I'm using very few blood vials. I mean, I'm trying to do that now. I'm trying to do low blood vial attempts for a bit. I'm only going to do blood vials. I'm trying to only use them if I'm pretty close to a Phase 2 transition, because Phase 2 is what I want to practice, and spending a few blood vials to get in the practice is pretty worth, I think. I got to go in the direction of the hall that has the particle effects. Hall O particles. What's it called? Another thing apart from that is I might want to check and see if something is a more efficient farm location for me now, apart from the Menzies pigs, because I have all this DLC stuff, and it's not that hard to run around the village and kill stuff, especially in the bit with those explosive jugs. You punk. Yeah, that'll get me again. Yeah, I'm really getting tuned, and I'm really getting tuned and lazy about dodging to to my right, and I'm absolutely paying for it. So I'm just not going to use vials when I take that kind of damage for a bit, and it's either going to get beaten out of me, or I'm going to compensate. I don't know which, but. How do I compensate for taking all that damage? It's either going to get beaten out of me, or I'm going to stand in a spot such that when I dodge right, it doesn't, like that follow-up doesn't hit me. I guess I could dodge backwards instead, and that works for a few things. No, that doesn't, there's a few things he does where that I don't think that'll work. I think that'll put me in harm's way if he's doing like one of the swing and yo-yo attacks. That was a pretty late startup, but I guess it was still okay. That barely worked out. Yeah, you need to correct the angle a bit to punish that, but it is fine. You get off of that corpse. I don't want to deal with what your movement turns into. If you're like up on elevation. I'm gonna start doing weird stuff. Yeah, I think a forward dodge is actually like the most effective way to deal with that. Angle was not quite right. Interesting. Maybe between the second and third would be the best timing for me. I might have been able to get a charge off there. Right in the butt. Bap. Nope. Here we go. Ow. That'll get me. How dare I want health? I'm not allowed to have health. If I was good enough to have health, I wouldn't have lost it. The extra spines coming out of his elbows is kind of an interesting thing. I think that's Let's see, is that supposed to evoke, like, a fish thing? I don't know. A lot of Elder God stuff just boils down to, like, weird fish and squid things. I mean, a lot of the concepts people had about, like, monsters and gods are the result of very, very weird things washed up on shore. And things look stranger when they've come out of the depths of the water, and the change in pressure has caused them to kind of bloat up and look different than they would. I mean, that's why blobfish looks so weird. Blobfish is hanging out at home. It looks like a pretty normal fish. You know, it's funny, he started running at me so hard, I was like, you know, maybe next to you is where I belong. Maybe that's where I should hang out right now. And that is what he wanted. It is not what I should have given him. So this is a bit of a different opener from him, though. I think that's because I kept moving towards him, which I haven't been thinking very much about my initial approach. I suppose I need to make sure he comes towards me the entire time. Otherwise, he might do some other stuff. I mean, so far, the consistency king is Ludwig. Ludwig always starts the fight the same. Maria has certain habits, but you need to prompt her to do things. I could have punished that. Well, that was the strafe. Maybe I'll do better, like, standing still between a lot of his attacks. Because I think a lot of the cases where I'm taking a hit, it's because I have some kind of momentum on my movement, like, that I need to reverse. Now that might be a me thing, but it might be that I handle this better if I start from standing. Dodge. Good strong hits. Aw, bummer. Yeah, I suppose I'm not moving away correctly. Although that's also because I did the setup there wrong. Because I did the backstab wrong. I dodged, which put me off of the backstab. If I had just moved, I would have been fine. Yeah, Menzies Pigs is probably still the best, unless, like, some kind of blood gem I've gotten has made me better at killing something in particular. I don't think that's the case. All this stuff with, like, thrust and blunt attack, like, what weapons even deal thrust or blunt? How do you even know? Like, what type of damage am I dealing? I thought I was just dealing physical. The Hunter Axe says in its description, boasts a heavy blunt attack, leading to high rally potential. But, like, it's an axe. Does it make blunt attacks? Like, the Bloodletter seems like it makes blunt attacks because it's a Morning Star. The Sword Cane actually has pokes, and the spears, I bet, yeah, that probably does thrust. But, like, How does physical damage work in Bloodborne? If the weapon doesn't display, like, thrust attack or blunt attack, how do you know? I'm assuming that it's just certain attacks have a thrust or blunt type of property to them. But, I don't know. Because, I mean, like, if my charge attack is doing, blunt damage, then that's a much better blood gem. But who knows? Oh, I could have punished that. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. That's wrong. Ow. I can't punish after that. Stuff in there. Head on out. Some damage there. Just walk away. Just make it happen. That. I'll just deal some damage and I'll be on my way. Whoa! Tricky. Very mean. You know, you are a rude boy sometimes. Anybody ever learn you right? Oh wait, I guess not. Aw, I didn't get my backstab. Let's see. What did I need to do better there? I took too many steps around him. I strafed too far and got outside of my backstab range. Does not actually take a lot of strafing for that bit. Okay. I think I'm just gonna... Oh, I forgot to... Oh. Elevators. I wish the game was smart about elevators being there for you. You're never there for me. Man, you know, during the summer, it was so much easier to get like a good look on camera. It's like it would be bright out for so much longer. I could play at like 6 and it would look fine. Well, it'll be brighter from here on out. We're past the solstice, so. God, you take like 2 steps forward and he misses on that attack. It's mind-boggling. It's so weird. Good thing I realized soon enough to let go of R2. I was about to make a horrible career-ending mistake there. I'm glad that tree didn't get me killed just now. Ow! Well, that's gonna put a damper on this whole thing. Man, I was so ready for him to go into phase 2, which is why I was like pressing in closer. And it totally screwed me up. Yeah, I think his phase 2 is definitively at 40%, not at 50%, because that's definitely below 50%. And honestly, I mean, if it's at 40% and I get bigger punishes when I land hits in phase 2, that's pretty interesting. I mean, that base, like, oof. That's almost like get lucky and you get it territory, because he doesn't have a phase 3. Once he's in phase 2, that's it. And I've seen a lot of those attacks. He seems to have a lot of weird melee stuff in phase 2 that I haven't wrapped my head around yet. But it might be one of those things where, you know, you get into a punch-up with him and he swings wide and you just tear him up. I don't know. I mean, like, I traded shots with him a couple of times and it didn't go bad. Oh, woof. That's no good. There's one. I could have punished that. Whoops. I could have punished that too. Oh, the rocks did something weird to me on that dodge forward. What? I'm gonna look at that in the replay. Like, what actually happened there? Did my character jump? It looked, well, no, there's no way. It looked like he tried to jump. I think what happened is it started a quick step, but there was a rock under my toe, and it caused my elevation to change, and that forced the quick step to end. And then I went into a falling animation and got killed. Weird little terrain nonsense. Oh my god, like, imagine somebody's playing like a hitless run or a deathless run or something, and they get killed because they stubbed their toe, basically. Like, I think I could probably recreate it, sort of. Oh, I'm not locked on to anything, so it'd have to be like... No, here it's all working fine. No, it's just that particular moment it chose to do something really, really weird. Like, it might also be because he had a hitbox out that something happened. Maybe I lost my invuln for some reason. Like, who's to say, man? Oh, I could have punished that. Dang. Yeah, is that all this terrain is super weird. You just gotta get out of all this crud. Just fight me in the water. Let's fight in the water. I think I get it. I think it's that the dive doesn't have a hitbox until he hits the ground. So he's got like no hitbox in the air. Oh, I could have attacked on that. I think that's how it works. And I'll just keep assuming that until I eat it hard. I can't punish with that dodge forward. Put me way out. Yeah, that is like hard to be in the brain space to commit into. Yeah, that's no good. Okay, this is about the amount of blood vials where I really shouldn't make more attempts, and it's probably about the time of night where I should be going to bed, because I got stuff to do tomorrow. So, Thanks for tuning in. I think I definitely learned a lot from just like studying a little bit up on the boss. Um, and I think I'll actually be in a pretty good place very soon with this. I need to do a bit of labbing on phase two before we'll really be like in a groove or comfortable. But if I learn how to get like if I learn how to get phase two backstabs off of like two different attacks, I'll start pushing consumables to knock him out. Um, I don't think this boss is actually going to take me as long as Maria, because in a lot of ways he seems more consistent. Um, like just his behaviors and hitboxes. Maria's hitboxes are so all over the place, like wow. And it might be that his phase 2 hitboxes are a little nastier than what I'm giving him credit for right now. The fact that he like got that kind of trample hitbox out of nowhere on me in phase 2, if that is like a regular thing, this is going to be a really hard boss. But we'll have to see what that is. So this has been Jupiter Exile. Thank you for joining. May we wander again soon.